Hello, my name is Ghost, and I got Stardidi with you, with
Hello.
me, of course. And we are making a quick trailer breakdown of the new Armor Kill trailer. It probably you have seen it. And yes, and the first picture we'll see right now is the on the left side you see the US tank destroyer,
And on
and
the right, the right middle is the U.S. artillery.
yeah,
And
or you didn't know if that's the US artillery because
well, the guys in front of us are not shooting it, so
yes, but maybe there's only one type of artillery in the whole game. This could be. We don't know because we only seen one of them. Okay. In the next picture, we just see how these artillery just lift his rocket pod and firing the first rockets. Yes, this is everything for this picture.
you can also see that there are only 6 rounds in the artillery, and it has kind of like an M320 like aiming reticule.
Yes, and you also see a new feature which is now implemented. I hopefully think that it's implemented the whole game. That you see above on the left bottom side, over the ticket counter, you see the flags and to which team which flag belongs with the
With a letter in the middle.
with the letter in the middle. Yes, like you said. And another thing is that you see that the D flag is captured by the US side. And
On the corner of the screen.
yeah, and in the right corner of the screen, on the right side of the screen, you see that right next to the D flag is a plane symbol, and this looks like the AC-130. And you see that the AC-130 is in the air, and this might be indicated that if you have this flag, the D flag, that you own the AC-130. Like they said in many trailers and interviews before, that if you just capture one point, that you have the AC-130. Yes, and now we will move a little bit on.
And here again, you can see in the left side, the D flag is still owned by the US side, but we are Russian, and the AC-130 is not owned by the Russian side.
And you also see that a third-person view of the new tank destroyer, of the new Russian tank destroyer, if you want to be correct. And you also see in the background the artillery just firing rockets at something. Yes, and now we move a little bit on. And this is a first-person view of another new vehicle, the ATV, which you probably know from the last Battlefield game, Battlefield Bad Company 2. It was implemented in this game too, so yeah, it's back again. And you also see that it's got 2 seats on it, and yes. And now we move a little bit further on, and this is now the first person view of the
US tank destroyer.
US tank destroyer.
And one thing to note is that there is extinguisher for it, which has not been seen in any other vehicle.
Yeah, and maybe they will add this extinguisher to every other tank in the game, like they done with the heavy barrel for the how they called, yeah, the support guns, the RPK and the M27.
M27.
Yes, M27. And you also see that there are 5 slots for the tank destroyer. Yes. Now we move again a little bit further on. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this map is the map called Banda Desert, I think, and it's it's in Iran or Iran.
Yes, it's Iran, and
yeah,
it probably is the biggest map in Battlefield history.
yeah. They just told us that um that from one base to the other base, there are about 2,500 meters or so. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's from like the one jet spawn to the other.
Yes, yes. And
Also,
here,
one thing to note is that there's this highway. On the highway are 3 flags that are very close to each other. This is supposed to be a very urban area where vehicles will have a harder time, but still be very good.
And this is an area for supports and not supports, I mean medics, and these infantry-based fights, just to get just they said that they have done this because they want to introduce that every class is good in this map at some spaces. For example, the support guy and the medic class is good in this area. The sniper is good all over this place, just because this is very wide space and so on. And the same is for the pioneer or engineer. Yes, and now we move a little bit further on.
And you can again see that Delta is being owned by the US team, and these Russian jets are attacking the AC-130.
Yeah, and you also see this little sign right next to the D flag.
D flag.
Yeah, and now this is the first person view out of the first gunner, I think, of the AC-130, and this is the anti-air gun. So they can defend against jets and helicopters and stuff. And
also, something to note is you have 1x zoom on this gunner, and there is nowhere to see flares. So it's likely that the AC-130 will flare automatically and not by gunners.
Yeah, like the jets and not the jets, the kill streaks in Modern Warfare do. Maybe you know
Yes.
that. And you also know see that this is now the second the second gunner in the AC-130, and he got a 3x zoom on it, and he's a little bit back behind the wings of the plane, and the first gunner was a little bit in front of the plane of the wings of the plane. Yes. And now you see again these angel flares, which are very famous for the AC-130. And now we are on another map. This is the how it called and it's again in Iran in mountains and stuff. And yes, and there you saw a sniper on top of the very top of the map, and it looks like that this sniping spot is very high above the ground, and so it could probably be something like in Damavon Peak. If you played ever the rush mode, there's this big base jump thing, and maybe this is something like that you just can base jump from top of this mountain, this dome, you know, this dome thingy, and drop down and kill enemies and stuff. And you also see in this picture that there is the D or E flag captured with the little AC-130 symbol right next to it. Yes. And now we move a little bit further on. And there we see a third-person view of the new ATV, this quad bike thingy.
You can see that two people are on it, and here you can see the rear person firing his gun while on the ATV, which was in Bad Company 2 too.
Yes, like we said. And you also see that it's 7 flag maps with 7 flags, so it's a pretty huge map. I think there's no map in Battlefield at the moment which got more than 7 flags, so it's again one of the biggest map in the Battlefield 3 game. And here you just see a brilliant view of this river which is floating through the whole map. And it is like a natural border between two parts of the map, because you see that on the other side of the river are again three or 4 flags. I don't really see that, but I think 3 flags. And so there you can just swim with your LAVs and stuff through this river and be on the other side and try to capture the other points. And
One thing to note on this frame is that you can see what seems like MTAR camouflage. Now, this could be one of the 5 assignments that come with the Armored Kill DLC.
Yeah, you see very clearly that's a white, darkish color thingy, color palette, and it's mainly for this snow area, and yeah, and there are new buildings and stuff, which new little houses which can just be destroyed. And this is now the Russian tank destroyer, which called Sprout SD. We didn't know the name of the
US one.
US one, yes, of course. And yeah, and you see again on this picture that it's got a reactive
5
armor.
seats.
Huh?
And yeah, 5 seats and the reactive armor the same as the LAVs, like the infantry fighting vehicles.
Yeah, because on the MBTs, the main battle tanks, there's no reactive armor at the front. And but on the LRVs there is. And now it's a yeah, they combined these two tanks into one. Yeah. And this picture here now is quite near the E flag, and you see that's a very narrow passage, and that it's pretty hard to capture, to go up this point to E.
And it will definitely be hard for battle tanks and other big vehicles to get up here. But things like ATVs or jeeps can very easily maneuver.
Yeah, this is another thing, and also that this is very it's quite effective if you will use the transportation helicopter to just get up on top of this mountain and drop 5 peoples on there, and they just try to capture the point. Yeah. And we move now a little bit on. You see a little bit fighting scene and stuff, and there we are on top. There you see this dome again, like at the beginning of the map, and a third-person view on a Russian Sprout, a Russian tank destroyer, and yeah, and then a little bit further on. Now we move a little bit further on, and there you see again. Now you see that there will be an AC-130 in this map too. So it might be that in every map of the new DLC, they will, like in every DLC there will be 4 new maps, be AC-130. And you also see in this picture that they zoomed in with the AC-130, and then that this is the back gun of the AC-130. Yes.
Yeah, this one seems to be the high caliber one. There are 2 guns. One is lower caliber and one is higher caliber.
Yeah, like he said, one is with the 105 millimeter, and one is 30 or 40 millimeters and stuff like that. And you just saw that there's only one round in this magazine, so you have just reload after you shoot and get another round, but it make a pretty big explosion. Yeah. And then the next thing is just you see a burning or a burning AC-130. It's just disabled, and in the last picture where you see those jets flying toward the camera, it's just destroyed. And my personal opinion about this DLC is that I really looking forward for this. I think it will be the best DLC for Battlefield 3 right now out. I don't know anything about and the 2 another upcoming DLC. So I'm really looking forward for this, and yes, and then see you later.